Okay, when we did yesterday's lesson, we had some misunderstandings, so we're going to go over it again. First of all, I'm going to give everyone a index card, and on one side you're going to I want you to write what you know about money. Show amounts, the names, um, anything you know about money. I want you to put a K, and I want you to that what you know. Now that you have wrote what you know, I want you. We're going. I'm going to put a K on the board, and you're going to come and place your index card on the board. Okay. And now I want you on, and we'll go over that. And then I'm going to give you another one, and I want you to put a W on this. And I want you to write down what you would like to know about money. So go ahead and do that. Now that you have wrote what you would like to know, well, you're going to put that on W. Okay? And let's go over. I know I see some of you have put some of the amounts, like a $5 bill, a dollar bill. And that's a really good start. Now, so yesterday we talked about the money, and we're going to go over this again. So I'm going to share my screen with you. I'm going to start off with the dollar bill. So right here is a $1 bill, okay? And we're going to discuss on how to write each one of these so you will know for the rest of the week's activities when we're dealing with money. The next one is a $5 bill. Right here is the $5 bill. It has Abraham Lincoln on it. And as you know, we have discussed about Abraham Lincoln. All right, so this is a $5 bill. I'm going to show you how to write that. So you would need 5 $1 bills to make this a $5 bill. Okay, next we have a $10 bill. Right here is a $10 bill. So you would need 2 $5 bills to make a $10 bill. And next we have is a $20 bill. Right here is a $20 bill. So for a $20 bill, you would need 20 $1 bills, or you could do 4 $5 bills, because if you skip count by fives, 5, 10, 15, 20, so 4 $5 bills would make a $20. Or if you skip by 10, so 10, 20, 2 $10 bills would make a $20. All right, now our next one is a $50. This is $50. Okay, so to make 50, you could do skip count by 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. You would need 5 $10 bills to make $50. All right, and then our last one is $100. Here is a $100 bill. So let's skip count by fives and see how many hundreds we would need. How many $5 we would need to make 100. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So 10 $5 bills will make 50. So then 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. You would need $25 bills to make $100. Now, let's skip to count by tens and see how many $10 bills you can make 100. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. You need 10 $10 bills to make 100. All right, let's skip count by 20s. So it's going to be 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So 5 20s make 100. And then for $50 bills, two $50 bills would make 100 because 50 plus 50 is 100. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen with you. Now we're going to go over coins. All right, so the main coins is you have 4 main coins. You have a quarter, which is your larger coin piece. Right here is a quarter. All right. Then you have a nickel. Here is a nickel. It's silver, just like the quarter, but it's small, a little bit smaller than the quarter. Okay. And then you have a dime. A dime is the smallest one. It's worth 10 cents. Okay. There you go. All right, and a penny is worth 1 cent. Okay. And it is like a copper color. So it's like almost like, it's not gold, but it's way different than the other 3. Okay, so here it is. And you have Abraham Lincoln on the penny again. All right. And also, I didn't go over this. A quarter is worth 25 cents. 25 cents. And a nickel is worth 5 cents. Okay. And a dime is worth 10 cents. And a penny is worth 1 cent. Okay. And we're going to be doing some math. I'm going to show you how to add some of this change. I'm going to show you an example. Let me share my iPad screen with you. And we're going to start a new page. All right. So I'm going to show you how to add some change. All right. So I want you to grab a piece of paper because you're going to be doing this with me. Okay. We want to make sure we understand and how to do this. This is important. You're going to use this for the rest of your life. So right here, this is a decimal. It looks like a period, okay? But in math, you use decimal with money and other math problems. Later on when you get in life, you're going to be using decimals. So I have 2 quarters. What is a quarter worth? 25 cents. And if I have 2 of those, I'm going to have to add them. So 5 plus 5 is 10, and you're going to carry your 1. So 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 1 is 50. So 2 quarters equal 50 cents. All right, and this is a cent symbol, displaying that you have 50 cents. Okay, so I have 2 quarters. So if we know 2 quarters make 50 cents, what if we have 4 quarters? What is the total of 4 quarters? So we know 2 quarters equal 50 cents, right? So 2 more is going to equal 50. 0 plus 0 is 0. All right, 10. So you're going to put a 0 here. You're going to bring a 1 over here. And you're going to bring that 1 down and put your decimal. So 4 quarters equal $1. Okay, and this is a money symbol. Okay, that means I have $1 and 0 change. All right, we're going to add another math box. All right, now what if we have 5 dimes? And we're going to add that to 50 cents. So if we have 50 cents, and I'm going to put plus 5 dimes. What are dimes worth? What is the value of a dime? When I say value, like we know a penny is worth 1 cent and a quarter is worth 25 cents. What is the value of 1 dime? That's right, it is 10 cents. Do we just have 1 dime though? No, we have 5. So can we skip count by 10 and figure out how much 5 dimes are? So let's do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 50 cents. All right. Didn't we just discuss, 4 quarters equal $1? All right. So if we already had 50 cents here, and now we got 50 cents from our dimes. So we just figured that out earlier. So 50 cents. Okay, so 50 plus 50 is not. So decimal 50 plus 0.50. What is that going to give us? So if I go over here and do this, 0, 0, remember that you bring your decimal down when we carried our 1. So that equals $1. All right, now what if let's erase all this. Now we have 5 nickels. How much money do we have? What is a nickel worth? That's right, 5 cents. Let's skip count by 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 5 nickels equal 25 cents. All right, what else equals 25 cents? 1 quarter, that's right. So it takes 5 nickels to equal 1 quarter. What if we add 10 pennies to this? So plus 10 pennies. What is a penny worth? That's right, 1 cent. Can we add? So we need to count by 1 10 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's right, 10 cents. Okay, now let's add 3 quarters. What is a quarter? I'm going to add this down here. I'm going to add another box. All right, and we're going to add, so plus 3 quarters. What are 3 quarters? What is a quarter worth? 25 cents. That is correct. So we're going to put 0.25 3 times. Well, if we skip count by 3 times, so let's do that. 5, 10, 15. And so what I did is you have 3 5s right here. Right here, this line of 5s right here. You have 3 of those. Okay? And I skip counted by 5s. But if you don't feel comfortable, skip count. So you know 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 5 is going to give you 15. Okay? You have to carry that 1. So 2 plus 1 is going to give us 3. 3 plus 2 gives us 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. So that equals 75 cents. 3/4 equals 75 cents. Okay. Now we're going to add that with our other 25 cent we got from our nickels and the 10 cent we got from our pennies. Okay, so I'm going to add that in. Okay, so 5 plus 5 is 10. Don't forget to carry your 1. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11. Remember what happens? I'm going to erase some of this, okay? Oh, well, I shouldn't have done that. I could have just done a new thing. All right, so it was 11, right? So that would become your 1 becomes in your is a $1. You have a whole $1.10. Okay, so that's how you're going to write that. You're going to put a money sign, $1.10. All right. Now that we have discussed, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Now that we have discussed money again, you know the value, and I've worked through a couple problems with you. This is what your independent work will look like. So you're going to do this after groups. You are to go to a different group than you did yesterday. And when you come back from groups before we start independent work, I'm going to do one problem with you so you kind of understand how this worksheet's going to go and what I expect of you. So I'm going to share the screen with you. This is your money. This is a money worksheet, okay? So you're counting change within $1, okay? So each one of these you can see what they are. And so I'm going to go ahead and do the first one with you, okay? So, and this is what I want you to do. As we're talking through this, I'm giving you the directions. And we'll keep, if you need help or anything, just come see me and we'll discuss how to help and what you need to do. All right, so you have, I'm doing this first problem with you, so go ahead and get your pencil and you need to write as I'm talking. So right here you have a quarter. What is a quarter worth? I want you to put the value right under here, okay? And the value of a quarter is 25 cents. So you're going to put 25 cents here. Then I want you to put a plus, okay? Because this says determine the amount of money shown. So you're going to have to add. And here's another quarter. So you need to put plus 25 cents again. All right, then you have a dime. What is the value of the dime? That's correct, 10 cents. So you're going to put plus 0.10 for 10 cents. Then we're going to put plus, here's another dime, 0.10. Now, does anybody know what this coin is? That's right, it is a nickel. Okay, what is the value of a nickel? That's right, 5 cents. So you're going to put plus 5 cents, plus 5 cents, plus 5 cents, plus 5 cents. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing and we're going to do this together on I'm going to let you view my iPad and we're going to show you how to do that again. Okay? All right. So I'm going to turn it a long way, see if our wish I could make that box bigger. So we had 2 quarters. All right. Let's figure out our 2 quarters first. 10, and that's 50. 50 cents. So we know 2 quarters equals 50 cents. And then we have 2 dimes. You said they were worth 10 cents. You can skip count by tens because you have 2, which will give you 20 cents. So we're going to put our decimal 20. Then you had 4 nickels, okay? So you can skip count by fives 4 times. So if you go 5, 10, 15, 20, that would give you 20. But if you are not comfortable by skip counting, you can solve it like you would a regular math problem. It's not going to let me. So 5 plus 5 is 10. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 10 gives you 20. All right. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 is going to give me 0. 5 plus 2 is 7, and 7 plus 2 is 9. So on number 1, you have decimal 90 cents. All right, thank you. And you're working independently on this worksheet, okay? So this is your work only, not your neighbors, not your friends. This is your work. And I want to see you showing your work, okay? If you need to do it vertically, you solve vertically. I need to see that you are showing your work. All right, now that we have went over this worksheet, we haven't finished our KWL chart. And I need you to take your other sticky note or index card that I gave you, and you need to put an L on it. And I want you to write what you learned about money, okay? And we will discuss this after everybody finishes and talk about what all we learned, what we found interesting regarding money. All right, thank you, and I hope y'all have a good day.